What is up guys, Simba here, and we are back again with another league racing video in SLR for round 11 for the Belgian Grand Prix. If you haven't seen the last video, go check it out before you see this one, because it was a very frustrating race, and that is all I'm going to go and say about it. So go check out before you see this one, because here are the championship standings from the last race. We are 25 points behind McLaren's SLR Czech, and only 1 point ahead of Elite Risks after two very shaky races from ourselves. And in the Constructors' Championship, we're tied on points with Ferrari, but we're falling away from McLaren. They are starting to edge away from us, so we're going to try and bounce back in both championships, and it starts in qualifying as we're on intermediate tyres once again here in Q1 due to a lack of attendance so far, so we don't really need to burn a set of tyres as we cross the line now as we go quickest. And that is basically the end of Q1. We managed to get through, so Q1 was light work.
Spun over raging cold tyres.
Yeah, just trying to get this medium run out of the way, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
If I know the lap is shocking, then I'm going to go with this off.
Well, I have enough for 2 laps, so well, 2 laps around here is a lot of time, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So as you heard in the background, I was communicating with someone else in the stream, and the other person was Arbin EPA, who drives in the Red Bull. He was, we were in a pie chat together during my stream, and we were sharing comms throughout the entire race. So shout out to him. I'll leave his channel link down in the description so you can go check him out. As we're in Q2, and we're going to try and use the medium compound tyres to get into Q3, because the auto strategy can be pretty decent around Spa. I'm looking to use that to our advantage as we cross the line. It's a 43.5, and we go into the top 3. And again, it was pretty much light work. We managed to get through quite easily. As there you go, with P7, our teammate got into Q3 as well, which is great news. But there was a problem with the lobby. The qualifying was quite disjointed as we go into Q3. And as you can see on the top right, it's actually the timer. It says it's 14 minutes left. So what we did was we got another short qualifying session with the 10 drivers that got into Q3. So it was a lot of waiting. It was like a good solid 3-4 minutes of waiting for a loading screen, which was very frustrating at the time if you saw the stream. As yeah, we'll look on our first run on the soft tires. So it's an even game. An even game, I guess you could say, as we invalidate through no name. So not a good start to the session whatsoever. And yeah, it's an even playing field. I eventually got my words there. It's an even playing field for everyone as we try again on the same set of tyres with 6 minutes to go. No, actually, this was a new set of tyres. I have no idea what I'm saying at this point. It's a new set of tyres as we're trying to get a lap on the board. We are currently just under a 10th clear of the previous Delta. As we go through no name, we do not invalidate this time. So, as you heard in the background, Armin has messed up his lap. We're going to try not to do the same thing, but as we go through P1!
Oh my god!
What? Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
And just like that, the session is over. And I was really annoyed. I was really gutted. Our PB in GP mode was a 42.1, and as you can see here, with the final qualifying results, we would have been on the front row, and we were feeling pretty confident over 1 lap, and we have to settle for P9. The only consolidation here is that SLR Czech got disqualified, but a missed opportunity. We're going to try use the alternate strategy to claw up our way back into a familiar position, which is around the top 5. But we got promoted to P8 because of our teammate getting a 5-place grid penalty earlier in qualifying. But yeah, it's a little consolation. We were very frustrated, and we're going to try and do our best to get through the field. But it will not be an easy task as we are revving up to 5 red lights for the Belgian Grand Prix for round 11. And we are underway for the Belgian Grand Prix. As you hear, Arbin has jumped the start, but as we go into turn 1, SLR Ranger is a ghost car as we get just squeezed out there by SLR Czech, our championship rival, who is down the order alongside us here in this race as we go try and pass the ghost of an Alfa Romeo. So we've lost out to Czech. We're still P8, but it's not ideal. Arben, our mate, has got a drive-through penalty as Elite Risks was on pole position as he leads the field away. Going into the com, Shut Medal is all over the place there. As you can see, we're just trying to settle down and just try and keep ourselves settled. It's only the first lap as Czech is already having a look at Shut Medal, who goes very wide through the hairpin. And look at this, he's going to try and move round the outside, and he gets it done. And we're going to try and respond as well. We're going to try and use the overtake button here, down this straight towards P1, but no, we decide to back off. It's only lap 1 as Medal goes wide again as we get a really good run out of P1, and we're going to try and challenge him again going into this fast chicane. But again, we decide to back out of it, and it goes wide again. But it's only lap 1. We don't need to rush anything at all. As we cut to the end of the first lap, as we're still P8, Czech is up to P6, but I'm not too worried because we're on the alternate strategy as Arben serves his drive-through penalty.
Unlucky, Chief.
As you can hear me say, unlucky Chief, as Arben serves his penalty as we start the second lap of the race. We're pretty good for our mate. He qualified, he could have qualified higher as well, as he was only 5th on the grid. He was actually 4th at the start of the race, so a missed opportunity, but we're going to try and carry on as, yeah, we're just behind Shot Medal. We're going to try and size up a move eventually when DRS gets enabled, but there's yellow flags behind us as Paul and Jaylee Menz are out of the race.
Yes, back in the race.
Oh, look at that.
Paul and Men's crashed in the thing.
I know, yeah. I mean, to be honest, my main concern is I don't want to end up a pit stop behind if people pit.
I think,
but
yeah, I
I
think it's
might
worth a
just,
risk, I'll be honest. I mean, I've got no choice, but like, it's worth a risk.
I might just stay out, you know, I might just stay out.
I'm gonna go for mediums and then just like, yeah, but the pit window's lap 7, right? A fresh set of mediums, like, we're fine. I think.
Listen, mate, I think I'm just gonna stay out. I mean,
I'm
track
gonna have
position
so
A
much
is
fuel.
key.
So much fuel.
Yeah, I know, yeah, same. But track position is key, and then I'm just going to stick to the original plan. I'm not going to try and change it, because if I get damage after that, it's game.
So, after that long intermission with Arben, we were debating whether to pit or not. We're going to decide to stay out for the original plan, which is to get to lap 13. Arben is pitted for medium tyres to get to the end of the race. He's got nothing to lose at this point as we get underway again for racing in Belgium. We are right behind Shut Medal and we are up into P4. So we've got 2 soft runners in front of us. So we don't really need, we just need to worry about keeping up with them. But Shut Medal, I know, is definitely struggling. It goes a bit wide there through the source. But, yeah, so far, so good. We've gained track position. We're back in a familiar position where we're supposed to be. And we're looking to make the pass on Shut Medal to keep up with Elite Risks, who looks very quick once again. But unfortunately for us, we've got the Alpha Tauri of SLR Quattro causing us problems. You see, we're using up the battery. We don't look too great in a straight line here. As we go through Lacombe, we just fend him off there. As Medal, again, goes pretty wide through this chicane and through this section, so we're definitely going to get the move done, and Quattro, I fear, is going to push us into making the move when we don't want to, as SLR Ranga is out of the race. He was a ghost car, and yeah, that's race over for him, as we're just trying to stay behind Shut Medal, try and size up a move. But as you can see here, a VSC has been deployed on lap 5, but thankfully this VSC didn't do too much to affect the race, as again I decided to stay out and stick to the original plan, as yeah, UK Beast Assassin has taken the lead. As you can see, Elite Risks is down in 2nd place, as now this is our best chance to pass Shut Medal. Here we go then, look at this, look how close we are to his rear end here through Blanchemont. We're basically pushing him through the corner as we try and go round the outside here through the bus stop chicane. He's not giving us much room to work with. We're going to try and squeeze through. We give him room, but we're still side by side.
Just gives me no space on the outside.
As you can hear me say there, he gives us no space on the outside, as we are not happy with how he's driving and how he's defending. Remember, we've had problems with him in Spain as well, with some driving as well on the opening lap. So we're going to try and pass him, and in pure anger, once again, we are frustrated as we're going to use the DRS and the overtake to pass Meadow. And you can even see in the background, just get out of the way. I'm not in the mood to mess around, but Quattro goes right outside. We're trying to defend, but we make a mistake.
No. For God's sake.
And just like that, we have managed to lose 2 places to Quattro and Meadow, and we're still trying to pass this Mercedes car as Quattro has literally ran off into distance. We're losing so much time to Elite Risks, who stayed out on the mediums as well. So we're going to try and pass him again round the outside into the bus stop, but again he's not giving us much room to work with, and we have to get a warning just to make sure we can make the corner.
Again, no space. I just got a warning just because I had to cut the corner because he wanted to give me space on the outside. What is this guy doing?
Yeah.
As you can hear me, I'm pretty frustrated at this point. It's a bit like Hungary here. We are losing so much time being stuck behind slower cars, and it's really hurting our race here on lap 8 of this race. As, yeah, this is going to be the opportunity we've been waiting for. We're going to finally pass this guy, as there you go. We have finally passed Shut Medal, and we are up into 4th place once again, but we've lost a lot of time. But as we continue pushing on through this lap, we've got a crucial moment behind us.
Check the spine, that's it. So, down.
Oh my God. Okay. I've just passed a medal, finally. Had to clear the slow guy.
So, confirmation from Arbin himself. SLR check has spun out, and we are finally in clean air, and we can continue pushing on now. We go 2 seconds quicker than our previous personal best on lap 8, as Quattro pits as well for the medium tyres. So now we're up into P2. We're 3.5 seconds behind Elite Risks. So we lost quite a bit of time fighting Quattro and Medal, but we're going to try and push as hard as we can to make sure we can catch up just a bit. As you can see, we do a 46.6. We are doing just about similar lap times as well. So the pace is looking good, but something has happened to our mate on lap 11.
Yeah.
No way. No. Oh.
Well. That's completely my fault as well. Anyway.
In the running, I think, as well, because these guys are
Yeah.
literally about 5 seconds behind.
I saw Zach made a mistake, and I bet only ever take on the car this time around.
I like it, boss. I think he can still score a point or something.
So, unfortunately, Arbin, who was in a net P4, has unfortunately had a crash through No Name, and his race is completely ruined as we end lap 11. So, unfortunately, he's going to have a very slim chance of scoring points as Elite Risks pits at the end of lap 12. So, we're going to be leading this race, and we're going to try and push on as much as we can so we can get a good in-lap. So, we cut through to the end of the first sector, and you're probably wondering, hey, how come you've cut to the end of the first sector? Well, I'm going to show you why right now as we go through Le Coq.
No, wait, what am I doing? That's my race done.
And unfortunately, we have gone for a spin as, yeah, we've just basically ruined our entire race. You saw the gap there from UK Beast Assassin. It was 13 seconds, and by the end of the lap, it is down to just 2.3. So that basically has ended any chance of us getting a podium in this race. As, yeah, we were completely dejected as we pit for softs.
Mate, I spun on my own lap.
That was our last stop.
Let me
No
make you
more
push on.
scheduled pit stops.
I'll try and get something on that, but
So as you can hear Arbin saying, don't worry mate, just keep pushing. He was very encouraging, but I wasn't very convinced that we were going to get much out of this race. But we're going to try and keep going, as our good friend has just told us to. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And we're pretty angry at this point because I knew that we threw away an opportunity to get a good result as we do a fastest lap at the end of lap 15 of 44.2. So as you can see here, the pace on the softs was pretty strong as we continue pushing. But unfortunately for us, we get our second warning for track limits. As you'll hear me in the background, not very happy with myself there, as I say, second warning. As we cut to the end of lap 18, as we have caught up to the one and only Shut Medal. As, yeah, he's been looking really solid. As you can see there, he's been really struggling with understeer. And we're going to try and take advantage, but again, he gives us a squeeze on the outside line. And at this point, I wanted to shout something, but I didn't really want to say it because I've been complaining about him enough through this race, as he's got no battery, his red light's flashing, and again, we're going to be pushing this guy through Blongshamon, and we're going to try go round the outside again. Is third time going to be the charm for us here? Here we go, on the brakes, round the outside, it will turn to the inside, and finally, we got the job done. As we start lap 19, we're up into P6, so we'll be scoring 9 points in this race.
If he hasn't got a pen by the end of the last lap, when he hit the fastest lap point off a late, it's one that's not for him.
I've got the point.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah, I've got the point.
So as you cut to lap 20, you can hear me and Arbin discussing about Czech. Czech doesn't have a penalty at this stage, so he'll definitely get P10.
Vandon's pens. Yeah. Vandon has 6.
Nice.
So.
What's the gap between Czech and Van Dorn?
Like 6.2, and we're gaining half a second of that. So.
My teammate clutches up for me once again. Brilliant. Beast Assassin's got 3 seconds. But I can't catch them, him or Quattro, because they're just de-icing off each other. So I can't
So we've cut to the penultimate lap of this race, and as you can tell by the sound of my voice, I've kind of given up. Czech is going to end up finishing P9 in this race, so we'll only outscore him by a good 7 points, which isn't great. As, yeah, Elite Risk is going to win the race as well, so yeah, it's not my proudest moment as Elite Risk wins the race as we skip to the end of the last lap. As, yeah, another very frustrating race where we made 2 mistakes and we pay the ultimate price as we cross the line in P6.
I feel like I'm driving like I don't want to try.
And there you go, I air my frustrations out once again. As I said, I feel like I'm not really driving as if I want to win the championship at all. Yeah, we missed a huge opportunity here to get some really good points. We're on a track that we're really good at. This is where we won our first league race as well, so it's really, really frustrating not to be able to get the result. And to make matters worse, this man won the race, and he was 1 point behind us, so he moves into 2nd place in the Drivers' Championship, which means we have dropped to 3rd place in the championship. So this weekend we made 2 big mistakes. The spin at Puon in qualifying and the spin on lap 13 really hurt our chances to get a podium, and I dare say win the race, because without that spin and the shenanigans with Shut Medal and Quattro at the beginning, I definitely think we could have won the race. We were definitely within Risk's DRS range as well, so we definitely could have challenged for the win here today. As you can see in the championship confirmation, we have dropped down to 3rd place, 18 points behind Czech with 5 races to go. So we're going to try and keep pushing to the end, but I'm not liking my chances at the minute, as in the constructors we have fallen behind Ferrari and McLaren. They've just edged away from Aston Martin at the minute. So 2 races where the results have been very painful and we could be much closer in the championship. But that is where I'm going to leave you guys today. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.